all these other things. But see, now it says the Jimmy Star. Okay. I unmuted my mic. Okay. Just don't talk because she's playing it. I can't.
Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down, Jimmy. Big up myself and known as I'll be the one and only the Turkish MC. Always up.
I have to get out of here too. Okay, you're gonna have to talk once we get going. Hey, everybody! I think we might be live. So hello, welcome. We're back on video. Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. I think we're live, and so we're working out our first kinks, but we're happy to be back. Before we get started, let's say hi to everybody, starting out with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, everybody. Oh, you wouldn't believe what's going on in the studio in I don't know where the hell they are, Florida, New York, wherever they're transmitting us from. But Jimmy and everybody's hysterical because this is our first time doing what we're doing and nobody knows what they're doing. And they're all saying to each other, I don't know. So nobody knows. So whether you see us or hear us or not, I don't know. But anyway, we're here and we're live. And you can watch us on Facebook now, which has now joined our many, many affiliates. Jimmy, give us all of our affiliates.
I can't give them to you yet. I'm not ready. I'm trying to get into the video on YouTube so we can watch it.
He is beyond human now. He's so hysterical. You had to see before we went on the air. He was a nervous wreck. The last time I saw that was when I was best man for one of my friends who was getting married, and he behaved like that.
I'm trying to get into the YouTube video, but it says that my browser's not working, so I'm not sure. So I'm working on it. But
technology today is wonderful, but you really need to have technicians that are super
we have
savvy.
One. Okay.
I know.
Oh wait, now here we go. Maybe it's going to work here.
See, we're working.
Anyway, you guys, we're going to have a great show for you today. Before we get started. Oh wait, let me turn the volume down. Yeah, look how good, look how clear the picture is.
It's a beautiful picture.
So much better.
Now you could see how old I look. I liked it the other way. The lenses were blurry.
No, all right. I got rid of the volume. So we got a chat room full of people. What's up, Teresa Sabin? Cindy Lady Lake.
Hey.
Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room. Backpack Chan is in the chat room. Hey, everybody, this is going to be fun. I'm learning how to work. B. Claudia is here. Yay! In Germany. What's up?
Much snow.
And everybody, listen, if you want to watch us live, you can go to W4CY.com, hit Talk 4 TV, and you can see us. And it's very cool. And you can actually see going on the screen some of the people that are making comments, too, as it goes along. So if you're watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, Teresa Sabin wrote fabulous.
Oh, great.
Now I just got to figure out why my mic goes in and out. But
that's
next week's problem.
Right. But anyway, this is the first time that we're really now totally international. I mean, there's not a media that we're not on. We're on every single thing that you could possibly think of. And I'm excited about Facebook because, I've got so many Facebook friends that never could find us. Well, they would listen to us. And now you can watch us on Facebook. And since you're trapped, imprisoned at home with nothing to do, you can watch our show.
Hey, you guys, put pictures in your profiles in the chat room. You guys put a picture in
so we know who you are,
so we can see your pictures because they're popping up on the screen and it'll look better. You gotta love it. So Ron's gonna tell you a story while I figure some things out real quick. Go ahead, Ron.
The story is, I'm a great cook, and I love to cook, and I make really nice meals. Like chicken parmesan or spaghetti with the sun-dried tomatoes or a good meatloaf with a red sauce. Many, many wonderful things. Unfortunately, Jimmy does not eat anything that's good. Jimmy was raised working, selling papers as a young boy, and he would run to McDonald's or Burger King or one of those places every day. And that's all he ever ate growing up was Burger King and McDonald's. All that wonderful chemically artificial, fake, poisonous food. Now we're together for 9 years, and I'm still trying to get him to have something like lentil soup, which is delicious and it's so good for you. Or, other things that I make, artichoke hearts, things that really are beneficial to one's human self. No, he runs to, was it Chipotle?
No. Yesterday I went to Dickie's.
He goes to Dickie's and gets spare ribs covered in some poisonous red lead that they call sauce, and it's smelt from here to high heaven. And with it, these great big fan potatoes, and that's what he loves to eat, junk food. What I'm trying to get to at this point is, folks, if you put a shitty oil in your beautiful new car, in 10 years, your engine will burn out. And we are automobiles. We're the same as our cars. In fact, some of us treat our cars better than we treat ourselves. If the car tick, 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 ticks, we bring it to the mechanic. Yet if we lose breath and our hearts are beating incorrectly, we don't want to go to the doctor, because what for? So take care of your engine. Eat well, eat properly, eat good food. Nature gave us wonderful food. French cuisine is delicious, Chinese cuisine, German. I mean, every country has a specialty. I mean, like, our friend in Germany, I would love for her to send me some Wiener Schnitzel or
Claudia,
or send us some sauerbraten, which I love. In France, I love coco one. And of course, Mexico, I love my tacos.
We are on Facebook.
Oh, good. Hey, Facebook friends. Hi.
How cool is that?
Now you can see me live. Just write nice things. Don't write bad things, because my feelings get hurt very easily. I want to just make another comment about, I put up performances that I did in a few movies, and my live performance on stage playing Darva, the broken down old drag queen in an old Greenwich Village nightclub, who falls in love with the owner. And the owner falls in love with her, but only when she's in drag. When she's a man, he can't stand her. It's an interesting play. It's called To the Same, and I wrote it, and we got wonderful reviews. Yet people that watched it on Facebook hardly commented. And my very good friend Janae King, who portrays Liz Lauren, he brought up a fact that that Charles Pierce, who used to be the best drag queen in the world, was a good friend of mine and also Janae's. And he said it's very hard being a drag actress. People don't give you the recognition that you should get. I'm not a silly queen who dresses in drag at home, and I don't want to be a woman. I never did. I'm an actor, and I play killer mafia guys. I play cops. I play priests, and I play a woman. Those are all parts that I play, and I enjoy doing every one of them. So don't be embarrassed if you see me in drag. Don't say, oh my God, that's Ron Russell. I can't look at him like that. I like him as a man, not as a woman. Don't think of me as Ron Russell when you see me on stage. Think of me as Darva, the character, and then you'll get through it better.
There you go.
So there you go, honey.
So I want to give a shout out to Twiz and White Piece, who write the Jimmy and Ron song, which is our song for the show, and we close out the show with it. He's in the chat room. What's up, Twism? And he's actually doing a music video for that soon that we're going to have for that too.
Oh,
so we're going to have our own music video.
The barking was 130-pound Brazilian Fila Mastiff.
Who's barking because the little 6-pound dog is like making a big noise.
Right. So he just warns people that if you come to this house, you're dead. He's going to eat you.
Is this not the coolest thing, everybody? So I want to tell everybody, look at, see how it has the ticker tape? It tells everybody when to turn into the show and everything.
I have to put my glasses on to see that.
That's so love little. It. So everybody, this is very cool. We want to thank everybody for coming in and for sticking with us for the last 6 or 7 weeks where we didn't have video, but this is really cool. And the picture is so much better than the way we did it before. So we're really having a good time with this. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. We got a great show for you guys today. We have David McAbee coming on. He's got a brand new movie called For the Love of Jesse coming out on May 1st. And then we have Venus de Milo Thomas, who was like an icon as a youth, and she's still making movies and producing and directing, and she's just super, super cool. So we're going to have a great show for you guys today. Again, we want to thank everybody in the chat room, and let's give some shout outs again, just because I wasn't focusing.
But before we go any further, I must sing for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my darling Deirdre. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Daddy loves you more than life itself.
And so does stepdaddy.
Today is my daughter's birthday, and unfortunately, she can't be with me because we're in quarantine, and she's so afraid of giving me the virus. Not that she has it, but she doesn't want to be here, nor does my other daughter, Leslie. So no birthday party. We didn't have one for Leslie in February, and my birthday's in May, and I doubt we're going to have my big 80th birthday party. So I'm going to celebrate that alone, too. This virus has absolutely devastated the whole world. It hits us in every direction and every way you could possibly think of. So all I have to say to everybody is brace up, cheer up, get strong. We're Americans. We can fight anything. We win all the time. And now we're winning. We're winning the war against the coronavirus, and we will win.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So let's give some shout outs. We got Cindy Lady Lake from Lady Lake Music. We got Dean Piper from the owner of W4CY in the chat room who says we look great. Thank you so much, Dean. This is an awesome system you got worked out here. We want to say hi to Twism.
Wait. Dean, you think I look great? An 8x10 glossy's coming your way signed.
Then we got Eileen Shapiro. We've got Twism White Piece. We have Teresa Sabin in the chat room. B. Claudia from Germany's in the chat room with her son Nick. Hey Nick, what's up?
How you doing?
And now
Nicky?
the thing went by too fast. I don't know who else is there, but you guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and we're gonna be getting this thing going on, and it looks fabulous. This whole thing is really cool, so I'm super excited. And in the coming weeks, we're going to be bringing you guys some of the coolest celebrity interviews ever.
Next week, Adrienne Barbeau.
Yeah, it's going to be blast.
Who I met a few times, and she's really a very sweet gal. Let's see if she ever remembers meeting me.
Nobody ever forgets you, Ron.
No, I was with Jane Russell and Julie Newmar. We were at Rock Hudson's old house at a party, and she walked by, and I spoke with her. I won't go into what I said because it would not be proper now. Maybe Adrienne will explain why. Then I saw her when I was with Jane Russell and Tony Curtis at the convention signing here in Palm Springs, where it was a photo sign. And I did interviews on a big stage. I interviewed Tony Curtis, and I also interviewed Jane Russell again, and a host of others. It was an exciting time 20 years ago when they were all still with us. I miss them dreadfully because they're the last of the Mohegans of great Hollywood, the golden era. So,
absolutely.
It's sad. I miss my Mr. Blackwell, who was my dearest, best buddy in the world, and Jane, of course.
Eileen says she's going to remember you, though.
And Tab Hunter, who did you mention?
Oh, and you're right. Backpack John, Swamp Thing. Adrienne Barbeau's in Swamp Thing and the Fog.
I loved her. She was.
We need to watch that just before she comes on. Just to watch it.
I remember her in the Fog, sliding up the roof in the Fog. She was wiggling her way up the roof. Well, I won't go into what was wiggling, but the boys were all loving it.
Absolutely, and she's got so many cool things. Plus, she was the original, I think, Rizzo in Grease on Broadway.
And she also played with Maude. She played B. Arthur's daughter in Maude. And you remember her when she did the belly dancing scene. She was in a belly dancer's outfit, shaking all over. A very good friend of mine had a heart attack, and then he got beaten up by his wife because of the remarks he was saying. And she hit him with everything she could find. And but they're still together now, 60 years, 40 years, 50 years later. But I remember that night so well. He lost it when he saw Adrienne Barbeau in a belly harem girl costume dancing to Arabic music.
It's very cool. I love the whole everything. So also, everybody, I did an interview with Twism White Piece yesterday. If you go on a Fat Cat Radio or the Fat Cat Radio YouTube page, you can see it. We had a good time. We're going to get Ron on there one of these days soon, too. We want to welcome Jane Doe, who is also known as Angela Joseph.
Angie, baby. What did you call her?
Huh? Well, Jane Doe is her name in Clown Motel. So she always signs in as Jane Doe, but she's really Angela.
Angie, baby. That's my hey, Ange. Miss you. I really do. Some people I say that just to be polite, but I really mean it. Oh, you know how we always say to people we know for like a minute, oh, I miss you. See you soon. Who gives a shit? But Angie, baby is really one of my very special people.
And we want to thank Angie, baby. No, Angela Joseph.
I'm the only one allowed to call her Angie,
Clown
baby.
Motel did a final Kickstarter raising interview thing on Monday night, I think. They hit their goal, you guys. So Clown Motel 2 is funded. We're all in it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Joe Kelly and Angela did a great job.
You got to be kidding.
No, of course I'm in it. You don't even go and look at anything.
You're a lousy actor.
I'm only in it like for a second, 2 seconds.
That's enough to destroy the movie.
No, it's not.
Jimmy, you can't act at all. Jimmy reads.
It'll be perfect.
Jimmy, I rehearsed with Jimmy in Florida because he was supposed to be in a horror movie there, and I sat down not knowing if Jimmy could act or not. And I sat there and he's reading me the lines. I said, okay, we did the table read through. Now let's act. And it was exactly like the table read through. He doesn't really know how to put
Don't worry about
emotions with words. Acting is just not.
Actually, Angela says though she loves this new setup with the video, so that's good. And don't worry about my acting.
She's changing the subject. She's so sweet.
No, I'm only in it for a second. I'm going to be like on a TV screen selling knives.
Oh,
like in a little TV screen. They're going to be watching TV, and I'm going to be the guy on the TV selling knives.
well, let me know your lines. I'll coach you.
I don't know what they are yet. I haven't seen the script yet.
I didn't get my script either. You know, it's amazing how I trust Joe and Angie, Joe Kelly and Angela. Normally, I read a script before I say I'm going to do a movie.
I'm not even like paying attention either because our guest is here, so we have to like let.
Our guest is here.
Isn't that cool? It says guest is here, so Rebel's going to let him in. All right, Rebel, let's go ahead and let him in, and we'll make sure we can hear him, and then we'll introduce him.
Hello.
Hey! Oh my God, this is so cool.
Look at this.
Look at this.
And we can totally hear him, so I love it. All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented writer, producer, director, and actor David McAbee. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me. It's good to be here.
We're very happy to have you.
I'm sure we're not the only ones that have ever had you. I'm sure there were many girls you probably hang out in Hollywood.
So first of all, before we even start talking, first of all, Dave, let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey.
Howdy.
And then we have a chat room filled with people, so say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, chat room folk.
There you go. Now,
do you hang out at the Formosa restaurant in Hollywood? No,
not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's the hottest now ever. You can't. There's millions of people there. I love going there. I see all my friends. You know, Formosa years ago was a very in Hollywood restaurant for Lana Turner and all those old movie stars. Now it's been redone, and all the young people are there. You sure
Let's
you've ever been there?
Drink when all this is over.
Yeah.
No, but really, you should go there. You got to see the girls that are there. Forget about it.
So hold on, though. We're gonna like tell Dave. So first of all, you guys, the way I met Dave and the way we met Dave is very cool. And Dave was introduced to me primarily through one of our favorite people on the planet, Lorene Landon.
Adore her. I love her. Adore her.
And Lorene Landon was in one of his films, which I got to actually look it up, called Night Terrors. Dave wrote and directed a film called Night Terrors, and Lorene Landon was the star of it, and it was fabulous. And so,
is she not the sweetest human being on the planet Earth?
She's one of my favorite humans on the planet. Actually, I'm going to tilt up, and you can see Maniac Cop poster back there.
There you go, right behind you.
I'm not just a I'm a fan. I was a fan first, and getting to work with her on Night Terrors was a blast. So I'm hoping to do that again.
I love her to pieces. And guess what? I play her husband in Clown 2.
Clown Motel 2.
Clown Motel 2. So
Clown Motel 2. I need to check it out.
So that's going to be fun with
haven't
Lorene
filmed
and
it
I.
yet. They just got the funding.
And Lorene and I, we're privately working on what we're going to do, all the shtick that we want to do, because we want our scene to be the best scene in the entire movie.
Good, take it away.
So before we're
just doing it as a joke, by the way.
So before we start talking about your film that's coming out May 1st, For the Love of Jesse, which stars Mandala Rose, you guys who we had on last week. Now Dave's the co-writer and director of the film. Mm-hmm. And before we do that, let's talk a little bit about horror, because I noticed this is
first, I can't let this go by. Is she not the best, Mandala Rose?
I'm telling you, I'm sure we'll get deep into it later, but Mandala changed the trajectory of how she's my favorite Australian ever invented.
Oh, she's one swift broad. I really love her. We're going to be friends with her socially.
Yeah, we loved her too. It was a lot of fun. I think though, so I want to go into the fact though, because For the Love of Jesse is a departure for you. And like a lot of the stuff that I've seen that you, besides the TV shows that you like produce and all that kind of stuff on the Travel Channel and all that stuff, which we can mention later, but like you're a horror fan because you do a lot of horror movies. So talk a little bit about, first of all, what are some of your favorite horror movies? And then how did you make a transition from doing a horror movie to like a heavy duty drama?
First and foremost, favorite horror movies, just look behind and pick any one of these titles. Obviously, that's where it all started for me. The very first horror movie I remember seeing was Psycho. My mom showed it to me. I'm sure she still denies it to this day. I was probably a little too young to even understand it or know what was going on, but I do remember watching it. And I think that busted my brain open to all the horror out there. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, so The
I
Maniac Cops.
must comment on this. I went to the opening at the Lowe's, I think it was the Lowe's Theater in New York City of Psycho. It was opening night. No one in the history of film or the world had ever seen the star of the movie get killed in 10 minutes down the film. Nor did they ever see such a horrific scene of blood in the shower and the stabbing and the and the music. Everyone was speechless in that theater. When the Janet Leigh murder was over,
It changed everything.
The audience stood up and began to applaud Alfred Hitchcock and Janet Leigh. Never saw this in the movie. It was like 300 or 400 people in the Lowe's whatever the fuck it was, the movie on Broadway in New York. Anyway, Psycho was probably the greatest film we had ever seen. And you know what? It still is.
It's still up there. It's one of the greatest movies ever. But on top of that, the sequels. I know people kind of crap on sequels, especially how can you make a sequel of one of the best movies ever made? But the sequels are actually pretty good, all done by like reputable horror guys. So that's what kickstarted my path down the horror lane.
Well, I knew Tony Perkins not well.
Mm-hmm.
I met him briefly, maybe twice, and I made the great mistake once of saying how wonderful he was in Psycho. And he spun around and he gave me a look. He said, "I've done more than that." And I thought,
well, he could be mad if he wanted to, but it's what
he hated it. He hated being typecasted in Psycho. He did 4 or 5 of them, I believe. Psycho 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's all they hired him for. And then, unfortunately, he passed away from AIDS soon after, so he didn't have a chance to grow old and show us what a wonderful actor he was. And Tony Perkins was a fabulous actor.
Yeah, but I think it still shows in all the Psychos, even the one he directed. He directed the third Psycho.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not the best directed movie ever made, but he is what made that whole chronology.
A little Hollywood gossip. Tab Hunter and I were good friends since 1959 when I made a movie with him. And we would talk. He was lovers with Tony Perkins for about 4 years. And I would ask him, what was Tony really like? And he said, "Oh, Ron, you don't want to know." I said, "What?" He said, "He was the weirdest, strangest guy in the world." He said, "I loved him, but I never understood him. And he never understood himself." And when he was doing that baseball movie that Tab Hunter wanted to do, he stole the part away from Tab Hunter, and Tab never forgave him. And that's what broke them up. So there's a bit of Hollywood dirt. That's the real
little
thing.
Hollywood dirt for you.
From Tab Hunter's mouth to my ears, I miss Tab Hunter, a wonderful actor, a wonderful man, a true humanitarian, and a horse lover.
There you go. You gotta love it. All right. So now let's go back to you. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Rebel. That's good. So you have a movie coming out. It's called For the Love of Jesse. You co-wrote it with Curtis Schlarbaum, and you directed it. And it stars Adrienne Barbeau, Brie Blair. I don't know how to pronounce Manu's last name. Interraimi.
Close enough. Manu Interraimi.
Interraimi. There we go. Randy Wayne, which Ron just did a movie, Clown Fear, that just came out with him.
Oh, he's a wonderful.
And Tony Denman.
But wait, he is the most generous actor that I've worked with in years. He really helped me out in some situations where I was I was not well at the time because I needed a pacemaker and I would get faint. And he would be there covering for me and helping me. He's a wonderful guy. And I'm so happy that I'm going to be working with him again in Clown Motel 2.
No, he's not in Clown Motel 2.
Oh, he's not? What is he in? I'm in a movie with him.
I don't know what, but not that one.
Oh, well, I
think it's the other clown movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm in another movie with them down the road. I don't know. I have so many movies I don't remember. How do you like that line? So many movies I don't remember.
I know. The humble brag.
That's it.
The humble brag.
No, yeah, I like that.
That's awesome.
I love that. At 80 years old, I'm getting these parts because nobody else at my age can speak, walk, talk without peeing themselves. So I guess I get the work.
Now, he doesn't know who you are, so he doesn't know how old you are. You're going to tell him?
I'll be 80 years old, May 28th.
Well, good. You're looking good for 38.
There you go.
You're a kisser boy. I love you.
All right. So
working with Randy was great. We had a good time.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool cat.
I don't want to discuss his private life, but he's a good man. He takes very good care of a wife who's quite ill.
No, that's not.
That's not Randy.
Even, no,
who's that? Which
you
one
don't even
is
know who we're talking about.
Which one is? Wait. Wait a minute. Who am I?
Randy Wayne is the guy in Clown Fear that Sadie's having sex with all the time.
Oh, him. Oh, he's a perv. I love him. Oh, no,
We
I
just love
know.
him for different reasons now.
You're talking about Dave Sheridan,
I'm
and you're talking
talking
about
about-
Big Freaking Rat.
Right. You know what? You get to be 80, Buster, and see if you remember what the fuck is going on. I mean, I'm Twilight zoning here. Yes, I know who he is. He's the cute guy with the
Yeah,
beard.
the cute guy
The
with
hot-
the beard.
the
Yeah,
hottie.
you go.
That's
Yeah, he's a
Sadie.
stud.
That Sadie was dry humping in 2 fucking
And that's
movies.
Sadie's with and Megan too.
Meanwhile, I interviewed Miles Riff, Sadie's fiance, and I mentioned this guy that she was dry humping with in
Clown Fear.
Megan.
Oh, Megan.
And you have to see the film of Miles. He pulls his head away and he turned every color, and the hate in his eyes and his temples, his temples was beating. Boy, was he jealous.
You would be. All right, first of all, hold on. Wait, do you know Sadie Katz?
I don't.
Okay,
Oh,
she doesn't know her.
Your life is not complete.
What movie premiere were we at that we were going to meet, but we didn't meet because it was busy or something? What movie was that? Do you remember?
That was one of Lorraine's last ones.
Agramon's Gate.
Agramon's or Nation's Fire.
Right.
Nation's Fire. We had to leave halfway through because we had another engagement at NAMM. We were like throwing a big event.
Which one did I meet you? Because
No, we've never met him.
No, we haven't met yet.
See, I was just going to say because I don't remember you.
Well, it's
good,
all
though.
changed now. Your life is a lot better. You're welcome.
Well, we're going to meet you in person.
Yeah, we're going to meet
You
him
better
soon.
come to our red carpets. We have more fun at our red carpets, the whole gang of us, and gorgeous girls and gorgeous guys, and they're all my grandchildren, and I love them. And then we party afterwards, and the after party winds up at the Roosevelt Hotel in the restaurant portion. That's where the show is. I want to
That's
do
where the real show is.
Oh, I want to do a reality show of all of these horror actors and actresses, tits for days, dicks for days, gorgeous, beautiful people,
Tits and dicks for
drunk,
days.
eating hamburger with ketchup running down their chin, speaking.
That's when your true personality comes out.
Oh,
but we have such a good time.
You got to join us. We scream from laughter. We have about 30 of us, and we take all the tables over. Everybody puts their 2 cents in about whatever we saw. You will piss yourself. It's so fucking funny. And especially Lorene. Lorene is the deviant. She's the little girl that's so sweet and cute, but boy, can she be funny.
And
she's
so
a
cool.
little angel at times, and then those little devil horns come
Yeah.
out.
Oh. If she doesn't like you, goodbye, Jack. Woo!
Yep.
All right, so let's promote For the Love of Jesse, everybody. First of all, you guys, this film's coming out May 1st on all the digital download platforms. It's a really great movie. It's a family.
Yeah, but where can I buy it?
You can't buy it. You stream it. People stream things. Buying it
Oh,
comes
he's not
later.
going. He's not going to Walmart and all
Not
those
yet,
places?
no.
No, not yet. But if you want a DVD, you can. Later in June, it'll be available at Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. Or you can just email me, and I'll send you a signed copy.
See, Jimmy, you don't know everything. You don't
It's
know.
in June, but right now, May 1st.
I don't give a shit. Let's plug it now. June 1st, if people are going to forget. Buy this fucking movie. It's good.
No, hang on. Let's tell everybody about it so we can get people interested. So the name of the film is For the Love of Jesse. You co-wrote it. You directed it. Tell us how the story came about and how you got involved.
Story came about after our producers, one of our producers, Curtis Schlarbaum, we worked together on a project. We were both producing a project that didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. And then she saw Night Terrors and saw what I could kind of do with that, and asked if I could just write a straightforward drama love story, which up until now wasn't really my bag. And I said I could do it if she'd let me direct it. And no one else was knocking at my door to write and direct something. So I took the gamble, and I think we made a nice movie. It's just a nice movie, and it's a love story. It's about second chances and redemption, and coming out of a hard spot on the other end, sticking it out.
Okay. Send us a link. Because
I have one.
I'm too cheap to buy it.
I have a link.
I mean, if we had to buy every movie that everybody we know in is, I'd go broke. So we have a link. We're going to watch it tonight. Because Wednesday night there's shit on television. It's not a good TV night.
No, take a break from the news. Go watch our movies.
Oh, I don't watch the news. I can't sit there and watch Trump repeating himself over and over again. The poor man, I think he burnt out. I really think he went into some kind of another world.
Actually, too, David. Do you like to go by David or Dave? Because I noticed your your Twitter is Dave, but like your email is David. What do you like?
It's usually hey Beardo, hey guy. Hey,
So
look
anything
over
is good.
here. There's something shiny. Honestly, either one works. Dave, David.
All right,
McAbee. Most
So
people
you
call me
guys, first of
McAbee.
all, you guys should follow Dave on Twitter. He's at Dave_McAbee, which is McAbee. Eileen is in the chat room. Eileen Shapiro says, say hi to Eileen, and she wants to know where's her copy.
Eileen, your copy is on the way. I'm waiting for the ink to dry.
Do you love her? Now, can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer, but there's a reason for it. Are you straight or gay?
Straight.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
So I can't fix you up with a friend of mine.
No, you can't. But
No, I have a friend
I'm
of
happily
mine.
taken by an amazing female.
Oh,
Yay!
okay.
Good for you.
Because I have a very dear friend who's a widower that I'm trying to fix up.
No,
Well,
I
hello
think-
to widower, regardless. Watch my
Yes,
movies.
that's right.
He would go for you because you're cute.
So I have a
No, thank
question.
you.
Tell your girl that. What's your girlfriend like? Who is she? What is she all about?
She's amazing. Her name's Caitlin. She's kind of my rock.
Is
She's
she an actress? An actress?
no. Thankfully for me, she's not in the business. So
Oh, good. Good.
yeah, she runs her own business called Fun Club. You should look it up. Actually, you two would really like it. We'll send you some stuff. Actually,
What's Fun Club? Tell us about it.
it's kind of adult themed gifts and cards, like birthday cards that say happy fucking birthday, or really
I
like
love that kind of stuff.
Oh my! I'm
I love
shocked.
that.
I'm shocked
Fun
by
Club. That's my
that.
idea.
Shocked and appalled.
by that.
If you want some cards, I got great ideas.
Oh,
no, we're gonna send you guys a bag. So we're gonna send
I
oh,
love
I am
that.
so shocked by that sort of language.
Oh yeah. Right.
I knew I would
really.
offend you.
Oh,
Oh, Dave Hughes is in the chat room. Hey, Dave.
oh,
And
the
Dave's
degenerate.
saying you definitely want to know Sadie because Dave's got a thing for
Oh, the
Sadie.
degenerate. Listen, he's from. Was he from Australia or England?
England.
He's from London, and he's married. The poor woman. He is so hot for Sadie Katz, Sarah French, Sherry Davis, Lorene Landon, all of our little sex kittens that we have movies with.
Felissa Rose.
Felissa Rose. That this degenerate pig says the most vulgar things about these women, but he says what every man thinks. You see. So I love Dave because he's honest. Like if he sees Sadie's boobs or Sarah French's ass, he don't make small talk.
Wait, is your girlfriend's name Caitlin?
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Is she-
Hey, Caitlin's in the
wait.
chat room. What's up,
Wait,
Caitlin?
wait,
Oh, she did. She is, and Joe, she is. I
Wait, hang on,
misspoke.
hang on,
She's even
stop,
correcting me here. It's fiance.
Yeah, I was going to
Stop.
say that.
Hold it. She's not Caitlyn Jenner, is she?
No.
Last time I checked, no.
She's fiance, though, so congratulations. She corrected you. And Caitlin, I bet you're a lovely, beautiful girl.
Yeah, what does she look like? Is she a
and,
mutt? Is she a mutt or pretty?
No, she's banging.
She's a piece of ass.
She's
right?
beautiful.
Piece of ass.
I got to
She's
love
beautiful.
it. She's
No,
beautiful.
is she a
Don't-
piece of ass?
No, don't say it like that.
Oh,
That's
shut up,
she's her
Jimmy.
fiance. They don't talk that way when it's your
Well,
fiance.
I'm from Brooklyn. We all talk that way. If a
You're
guy,
a piece of ass.
I'm
no,
from
you're the
California.
piece of ass. Jimmy's a piece. In Brooklyn, if you got engaged to some girl, you'd say, which one, the dog or the piece of ass?
Dave Hughes says that at least he's honest.
Dave Hughes, you must wear out your underwear from erections. I swear to God.
And Caitlin says she's so proud of she says him, meaning Dave. So Dave, like it sounds like you got a great girl, and I love the idea of fun, whatever it was called.
No,
And-
we're sending you guys a gift bag with the movie
Yeah.
in it and a whole bunch of her
Okay,
stuff.
and,
So we'll love that.
after we get it, I promise
We'll show
you,
it on the show.
we'll show it on the show, and I'll show the cards. I'll read some of them to the folks out there, and we will promo your business because I believe in helping everybody. And if we can get 5.5 million people, out of that, maybe you got 100,000 that'll buy it, and that's a good
Love
load
it.
of money.
No, you
That's
guys
a
are
good,
awesome. Thank you.
good chunk of change.
we
Well,
would like
you know what? Where do you guys live? LA?
Yeah, we're just east a little bit in Altadena.
All right. Some night when the gang is getting together, meet us up at the Formosa. We'll all have drinks together.
You don't have to twist my hand to have a good time.
I
I'm
love
a good
that.
time, Charlie.
I used to go to the Formosa in 55, 60, and it was run down and all whatever. Now they redid it. It's gigantic. They added to it, and we had the Chinese food, which was really very good.
So hold on,
Good,
I'm
let's
gonna
go.
do
Drinks.
we're gonna do some bragging now for Dave, you guys. 'cause
Okay,
he's
brag
kind of
on,
like a
Dave.
humble guy.
What did he say before? I love that term. I forgot it.
Oh shit, we forgot it already.
What was it, Dave?
What
you
was that
said?
bragging thing you said?
A humble brag.
A humble
brag. I gotta
brag.
write it down so I
Write
don't
that
forget.
down. I love that humble brag. I'm going to do that on my next Facebook
I'm going to
post.
put that on my Instagram.
I'm going to write on my, fuck all of you. This is a humble brag.
I think that shit's hilarious. So you guys, besides For the Love of Jesse, which I should tell everybody, go to YouTube, type in For the Love of Jesse, and you can watch the trailer for it. We had Mandala on last week. We have Adrian coming on next week. We also have in the month of May, we have Kurta coming on, who co-wrote it, who's also in it. And we also have Tony Deming coming on.
Awesome.
We're doing a lot of promos.
You're going to have fun with Tony. Tony is a cat. That dude is a good time.
And this is a really fun show.
I met Adrian a few times. I think I said this before, but I'm old. I'm allowed to repeat myself. I met her before. She's a very, very deep, sweet girl. When I spoke with her, she was writing 3 books at the same time, so she's quite bright. I'm looking so forward to seeing Adrian on our show because
we got her near the last minute for our film, and
I was going to ask, how did you get her? She's a very big name.
She's great. Our amazing casting director actually hooked us up both with Randy and Adrian called me to discuss the script before she signed on, and she was just asking intelligent questions. Like, of course she is, because she's been in the industry for
she's from
4
my
decades.
time. She's from my day where we did that. I mean, come on.
But I was taken aback. I was like, oh, these are smart questions, and I faked my answers pretty good, and she signed on, and we had a good time.
The old timers protected their name and image. They didn't do shitty movies. They made sure that their movies were successful.
So hold on, let me do some bragging.
One more question, then you could brag away. I hope that Adrian is not in the movie for 4 minutes because it's a name you got to sell the film. I hope we see a lot of her. Is she in the?
You get her for more than 4 minutes.
How long is she in the film?
No. Minutes wise, I don't know, but she spans throughout the film. She's not just popping in at the end or
it's not like those come on movies where the star comes on for 3
I always
minutes.
get so upset.
No. She's got it. I mean, she's got a pretty good chunk throughout the whole film.
Because I have to tell you something. When I announced on Facebook that Adrian was coming on our show, you had to see the amount of fans that came forward. Oh, I love her.
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
I can't wait. When is she coming on? I want to see her movie. So she's really going to sell your film.
I have to say,
you.
I hate that too. My favorite actor is Lance Henriksen, and I watch every movie he's in, and half the movies he's in lately, he's not even in them. They get him in there, and they has 3 lines, and he's out. And I'm like,
yeah. And then you put his name on the poster, and
but I'm only watching it for him because he's my favorite.
I think that's it's such misrepresentation.
Everybody likes to humble brag. Great oxymoron. So anyway, hold on. Let's brag some for Dave, you guys. First of all, I want to talk about a movie he's got, and I don't even know. I think you produced it or directed it. I don't even know. I don't think you were in it. The Butcher.
The Butcher, yes.
I saw the Butcher.
First of all, The Butcher is written and directed by the guy that we see all the time.
I saw The Butcher.
And this is a movie, you guys. It's about a guy who has mad cow disease who kidnaps tourists and cuts them up and feeds them to the people who live in the village or something. I mean, it's super sick, crazy.
Yes, I saw it, and I had my hands over my eyes while I watched it.
So you produced it, or what did you do to it?
No, I've known the writer director Michael Moose for 10 years now, and he told me he was doing this movie, and I said, if you ever need an extra dead body or a tattooed bearded guy to cut up, call me. He called me. He sliced and diced me, and I got a little part in the movie, and it was.
I just love the concept because it's so crazy. Then you have Night Terrors, which you wrote and directed, starring Lorene Landon. Is there a way people can see that? Can we send people to see that someplace?
Yes, yeah. I will say, type it. It's on Vimeo. If you type in Night Terrors, it'll pop up, and that was my first one out of the gate, doing it by myself, writing something and just throwing it out there. I wrote the script specifically for Lorene, who's a badass, and I didn't think that she'd go for it. She read it, she loved it, and if it weren't for her, it wouldn't have gotten the accolades or gotten us into a lot of the festivals, because she got behind it and pushed it and said the name and took me to festivals and took me to conventions, and we would sign posters, and if it weren't for her, I don't think we'd be talking about it.
She's an angel. We love her to death.
I have a secret I'm going to tell. Joe Kelly and Angie Baby are going to have a stroke. But Lorene and I have decided to work on all lines
ahead of time.
And Lorene said, "Fuck it, I'm changing the lines. I don't."
But you don't even know because you haven't read the
script.
No,
but we're contemplating. She said
anyway. That's
she
will
change the. So I said, "Me too," because sometimes writers don't get the character right. Now, if I'm supposed to play a general in the army who's a tough guy and a mean general, I know how to play it. I don't want lines like, "Oh gosh, shucks, damn. Oh, look at the enemy. They're coming our way. Heck." I don't think I want to read those kind of lines.
No,
But
and
I
it's
don't-
funny, as you mentioned that's how I changed the whole script for Mandala. The
How
script was
about, how
written
about with,
very different.
how about with Adrian? Did she want any changes?
She had questions and would say, "Hey, what if I said it this way?
Yeah,
Or can I try it this way?" But she always had a reason for doing it.
because she's an actress.
Exactly. It was very professional. She had a reason for wanting to change it. My character wouldn't say it this way; she would say it that way. And
exactly.
Yeah.
We want to welcome Aster. Aster Lawson. Wait.
Wait.
Aster Lawson in the chat room. And when we were talking about Night Terrors, and Caitlin jumped in and says you can also find it on Amazon Prime. Very good, Caitlin. Thanks for helping
we're
us out.
talking about actors of years ago as opposed to actors of today. Today, the kids are so anxious to be in a film, they'll do anything. They don't open their mouths. I opened my mouth like I was a prima donna. I mean, I was thrown off of a set already. Not thrown off. I walked off of a set. I pulled a hissy fit because of some of the shit that went on. What happened was I was supposed to be eaten by this.
No, you can't talk.
I can't say it. Anyway,
why do you bring that shit
a
up?
Volkswagen.
No, I need to know, Ron. You got to tell me.
Off the air. No, don't even say that.
I'm not. A Volkswagen-sized rat was supposed to attack.
Oh.
And because of my age and because I wasn't insured, I wasn't allowed to be attacked. And I thought, what the fuck? I'm not old. I could take the fall. My leg was ripped off and I was supposed to hit a door and fall down.
Ron, you sound like a team player. You want to make a movie?
He always wants to make movies.
I love this. I've been an actor 58 years. I did stage. I was a stand-up comic for 58 years. Performed all over the world practically. And I was in film and I left film because back in those days, you didn't get a chance to do a Churchill movie or one of your movies. You had to go to a studio, Warner Brothers, Fox.
Yeah.
And they locked you out, especially, I mean, I'm half Jewish, so I think I should have used a Jewish name instead of an Italian name. I probably would have gotten in Hollywood quicker. But when I did tell them that my father was Jewish, it didn't go anywhere because my mother should have been Jewish, so I was Jewish.
Yeah, it's the wrong half.
Yeah, since my father was Italian, I'm Italian. So what can I tell you? But anyway, it was rough working in film.
Oh, shit.
Now it's so easy today because all the indies and everybody's producing and directing, and it's a wonderful place to be.
It's kind of a catch-22, though. I mean, yes, it's a lot easier to make films. We have our phones which shoot 4K video, but it's harder to get people to watch your films.
Yes, you're right.
So many different outlets. Like everybody has their own outlet for everything.
Well, let me tell you something. The movie I just finished was it called Clown Fear?
Yes.
Yeah, Clown Fear. I wanted to buy a copy. I went to Walmart, sold out. Jimmy and I went to 3 Walmarts. The copies were all sold out. Horror movies sell. Young people love them. And I know your movie's going to sell once it's out in Walmart and Target and all those places.
So hold on, I want to go back and finish bragging. Okay, so he's got he was a production coordinator, you guys, on Halloween Hell. He's in a movie. What did you do on Cornered? Because that one has all kinds of huge people in it.
That both Cornered and Halloween Hell were kind of at the beginning of my career. I was a coordinator on one. Halloween Hell was cool to hang out with Eric Roberts and kind of like talk old movies with him.
Eric Roberts. Eric,
we love him.
He's rad. I mean, he's in every movie, good, bad, ugly.
Eric has done about 7,000 horror movies
lately.
Yeah, well, I think he's done like 10,000 films. Like he's done so many films.
The poor sad thing is that Eric can't remember a line like me. You get old, you fuck up on your lines.
I know. I was the guy in charge of making his cue cards.
Well, you know what? I want one. I think I'm going to do it. An earplug we put in, and Jimmy's on the cell phone feeding me when I fuck up a line. Yeah. Because we really don't remember lines well. I mean, Jane Russell, who was my best, dearest friend in the world, I said, Jane, I could put you in a movie. Why don't you do a movie with us? And she said, I can't remember lines, Ron. That's how she spoke.
So he also, though, worked on a movie called Cornered, and we met Tommy Tiny Lister. We met him at a red carpet event last year. Yeah. Christina Annapau's in that one, and she's been a guest on our show when she was on True Blood. And James DeBello I love James DeBello. So like, that's super cool. Then you do TV stuff. So I want to know, Dive, is that a movie?
That was the film, or it was an independent pilot that got funded via Kickstarter that we worked our asses off to do. Kickstarter stuff is so hard, and that's the one that didn't really pan out or go anywhere. But I met Kurta on that shoot, and that's where she kind of started pitching me ideas for The Love of Jesse, and there was another director attached to it for a little while, and we went back and forth, but that's where we met. And it stars Dive stars Blake Heron, who was originally going to play Randy's role in For the Love of Jesse.
And then something terrible happened, right?
Yeah, he passed away. I had written the script for him, specifically for him. It had very much to do with a lot of his tattoos. He was tattooed, sleeves, neck, everything. So a lot of the original script had to do with the tattoos and their meaning and how it played into the story. And then unfortunately, he passed away like 40 days before production was about to start.
So that's how you put Randy Wayne in then.
Yeah, well, I found out that he had passed, and then the producers came to me and said, "It's up to you if you want to continue. We'll leave it up to you." And that's a lot to hold for, because everyone was, jobs were on the line. I'd spent a year plus writing a script, another X amount of months in pre-production. And do I pull the trigger? Do I stop it? Do I continue? And luckily we went forward and Randy stepped in. I rewrote the script to kind of better suit him. And here we are.
Yeah, you also had problems too. Like, didn't you break your arm or something?
Guys, it was a hell of a 3 months. We lost Blake. I broke my arm in a motorcycle accident, concussion, the whole thing. And then
I hope you're not riding a motorcycle anymore.
I'm not riding it. The fiance won't allow it. So
okay, good job, Caitlin.
Only crazy people. I worry about Mark Holdley, because he's always on a bike driving.
Yeah, but I love going out to your guys' side of town. We would ride out to the desert, go to Palm Springs, ride around.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you know Mark Holdley?
Holdley.
Mm-mm.
We got to introduce you to some cool people. We have a whole bunch of fun people.
We have a stable of actors that are fabulous. I mean, good actors, a young, good up and coming.
I want to meet them all, and I want to make all the stuff. So
next red carpet, we're inviting.
Yeah, we'll get you coming with
the next red carpet is my red carpet, and you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that too.
Then we're gonna go to yours, and we're gonna meet your girl, and talk about your dirty cards. I can't wait to read them.
You're gonna like them.
Oh, I got a couple of ideas for you. I'm very creative. When it comes to filth, I'm very good.
So you guys, he's also, just to give you a few more props.
What was
Wait,
what was the company called again?
It's Fun Club. You guys should shopfunclub.com.
Shopfunclub.com, everybody. Check it out.
And how do I get there?
Shopfunclub.com.
Shut up, Jimmy. I'm asking him. Jimmy, you got a big fucking mouth sometimes. We're married. I'm allowed to talk to him that way. We're legally married.
That's like
Meanwhile,
our
we're legally married. Could you loan me $4,000 to divorce him?
To legally divorce him?
Yeah, right.
Shopfunclub.com, you guys.
I didn't get it. I have to hear it again very slowly.
Shopfunclub.com.
Okay. Did you hear that, folks? Did you get it?
He still forgot it.
No, I
forgot it. Okay, as long as everyone else heard it.
Yeah, as long as everybody else got it.
I was deliberately playing stupid. What's wrong with you, Jimmy? That's how I get the word out.
So you guys, he's also worked on some TV shows, Food Paradise, flipping ships, flipping RVs. What does that mean? Like flipping them literally? Like you buy a house and flip it? You flip an
buy
RV?
a house, you flip it. You buy a boat, you flip it. You buy an RV and you flip it. I've worked on all the flipping shows, lots of Travel Channel stuff, Food Network, food, everything.
Did you ever work with my buddy, Lara Spencer?
No. But I would like to.
Yeah, she's a sweetie pie. She grew up in my house. My daughter Leslie's dearest and best friend. And Lara has this very successful show called, what is it called?
Flea Market Flip or
Flea
something?
Market Flip. And I've watched a few segments. It's really very good. Everybody go watch.
She needs a producer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So who's Astor Lawson? She's somebody you know. Astor
is one of the best homies ever, a /writing partner. We had a radio show back in the day, and he's just a down ass homie.
All right, down ass homie Astor Lawson, thanks for joining us. He says that the company is the best company ever and the best business owner ever. He's like in awe. You gotta love it. Way to go, Astor. I love it. All right, so you guys, For the Love of Jesse, don't forget now, it's coming out May 1st.
Go check it out. Again, there's no better time than now to watch our movie. It has nothing to do with pandemics or plagues. It's 94 minutes of a love story. Even the most hard-ass dudes will like our movie. It's got great music, great actors. Take a chance and go see our movie.
I'll write about it on my Facebook.
We also want to
page.
give a.
I'm speaking.
Go,
You're stepping on my lines.
Hurry up. Go.
I'll beat the shit out of you
Go.
in 2 minutes.
Get 'em.
Go.
You see this microphone? You
Go.
know where I'm going to shove it?
All right. Well, there's things going on that I need
don't
to make
care.
people aware
Meanwhile,
of.
stop it before I bitch smack you. Anyway, I really love and adore him. Anyway, man, I forgot what I was going to say.
You're going to promote it on your Facebook
Oh,
page.
yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to write a review about your movie after seeing it tonight.
There you go, on Facebook. So, all right, let's do some hypothetical shit. First of all, we want to welcome in the chat room, Scott Page just joined us. Hey, what's up, Scott? Scott Page is the saxophonist for Pink Floyd.
Hey, Scott Page.
Say hey, Dave.
And a very dear, special, wonderful friend that we love.
Absolutely.
And his wife also, Wayne, the doll.
Yeah, so let's do some hypotheticals. Your career's taken off, and you could work with any male and female actor on the planet. Who are your number one picks for male and female actor that you'd like to work with? Number two, what genre of film would it be? And number three, if you could have worked on any film ever in the history of film, what film would you have wanted to work on?
Okay, let's start with the first one. It kind of ties into the second one. The male actor would be Scott Bakula.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm putting it out in the universe, I want to reboot Quantum Leap, and I will obviously want him to star in it.
Absolutely.
And then the only other actress that I really, really want to work with again are all the ones that I've already worked with because I know they're amazing, like Mandala Rose, Adrienne Barbeau, Lorraine Landon. If I can put them all into one person, that's the female actress I want to work with.
Oh, how cool is that?
And I'm very happy that you are hiring, well, how can I do this delicately? Vintage actors and actresses. People that are over 30.
Well, I'm going to be vintage one day. I got a couple grays coming in.
No. What I mean is there are so many actor and actress friends of mine that were glorious legends in the days of Hollywood's golden era, and they're not working. And they make wonderful grandmothers and fathers and murderers and killers and wackos. They're fabulous actors and actresses. So I try to encourage all producers today, look in the files, find a good old timer. They won't disappoint you.
So let's go back. Hold on. So what genre would you do and what movie would you have liked to work on? Then I want to go back and talk about Quantum Leap for a second.
What genre is sci-fi horror?
Okay.
Sci-fi or horror, somewhere in there. I've got 2 scripts ready to go that I just finished during quarantine that are kind of in that niche. So I'm kind of hoping to get those out there. And what was the other question?
What movie, if you could have worked on any movie in the history of films, what movie would you have liked to work on?
I would have wanted to be a production assistant on Swingers.
Oh my God. Like you were like totally different than any person we've ever brought on here. And I love it. It's such a fresh air that somebody, every girl says Meryl Streep practically, which makes me want to vomit. And
yeah, well, of course everyone wants to work with Meryl Streep. It's Meryl Streep.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Like, I want to work with Charlize Theron because she's my favorite.
Yeah, I want to work with Mandala Rose and Adrienne Barbeau.
There you go.
I want to work with Jason.
He likes Jason Statham.
I want to work.
Okay, I get that.
No, Jason, I want to be in a gay movie where we're lovers. And we have to do
I think everybody wants to be in a gay movie with Jason Statham.
He says everybody wants to be in a gay movie with Jason Statham. All right, so then
let's not the sexiest.
Let's talk about Quantum Leap a little bit. So what's the fascination with Quantum Leap and why do you like it? Because I remember reading that about in one of your interviews. Why is Quantum Leap so important?
It was my favorite show growing up. It's still my favorite show. The whole idea of the story to go back in time and right a wrong and it was left on a really different kind of series finale that was kind of depressing. I think it could use a reboot to give it a solid ending and then open it up for more episodes if they wanted to. But like 6 episodes is all it needs to like tie it all up before Dean gets maybe a little too old to be in anything and Scott loses interest. So I'm putting it out in the universe for Jeff Bader and all the other creators to call me.
It could totally do that because they did that with what was that David Duchovny show?
X-Files.
X-Files. X-Files did that, and they came back with some more episodes.
Years ago, like 30, 40 years ago, I was in a computer store or whatever it was, and I met James, what the hell is his name? James Darren? No, the one that played the Greek guy in Quantum Leap, the young one.
Scott Bakula.
No. The other one. Which program are you talking about? Quantum Leap back in 1950s, 60s?
No.
Like 90s.
Oh, you're talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original Quantum Leap. With that
I didn't even know there was an original.
This is a TV series, not a movie.
No, this is a TV series with James Darren, I think his name is, the handsome Greek fella.
Sure.
James Darren, I mean Quantum. Oh, no, wait. Quantum Leap is what's his name?
Scott Bakula.
Oh, I'm thinking of Time Tunnel.
Okay.
Time travel, sure.
What was it called? Time Tunnel Travel or some shit? And that was James Darren.
Also, I want to just tell you that there's a correction for you in the chat room. And it says that you really meant to say that you want to work with Jason Momoa to give your fiance a little treat.
Our next step is to hire Jason Momoa so Caitlin can stare all day.
First of all, I would take that too. Jason Momoa is the only young guy that I think he's like the most gorgeous thing ever. So I would like.
He's also a badass. Like, he rides motorcycles and likes to drink beer. Like she can stare at him all day while I'm talking about his motorcycle and drink beer with him.
He's Aquaman though. Aquaman is awesome.
Yeah, well, I hate to disappoint you. I heard he's got a 2-inch penis. So
yeah, right.
Forget it, girls. Forget it.
Got an Aqua Boy.
He's Aqua Boy instead. That was hilarious.
Forget it, girls and boys.
Oh my god, I think that's like funny.
Wouldn't that be something if they did a nude of him and there it was, button, who's got the button? I mean, how it would blow his whole sexy image.
Yeah, that would be bad, but he's so awesome, though. I heard he's really a nice guy. I mean, I've read all kinds of interviews and stuff with him. He seems like
we should get him on our show.
He's an A-list celebrity who's not affected by it all, and he's just a really cool guy.
We should get him on. We should get him on
the show and tell him to be in Quantum Leap reboot.
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell him to be naked so we could see exactly.
So, Caitlin, if we ever get him on the show, we'll let you somehow like Skype, call in for like 2 minutes and say hi to him. So that way you can actually talk to him. And it would be fun. You got to love it. Oh, B. Claudia says it was Time Tunnel. I like all those
Time Tunnel. And it was James Darren, if I'm not wrong about his name. He was a Greek boy, very handsome. And I met him in a, what do they call it? Aries or whatever they're famous. I was buying a Walkman and he was there. And we chatted for a while, and he was very, very nice, very giving about the business, and very handsome in person, and very sweet. He was there with his wife. Lovely guy.
So
everybody, you should hire James Darren. Now he's got pure white hair, full head. He's still a handsome guy, and he's probably in his.
So have you
70s.
met Scott Bakula ever?
Not yet. I'm putting it out in the universe. 2021.
I think I could get to Scott Bakula. I'll see if I can hook something up with that. Maybe you could get him in one of your other shows, one of your other films that you have all these great films that you're working on. So maybe he can get into some of them. Yeah, absolutely. Would be very cool. I love the whole thing. Did you ever like The Lost Boys? That's like my favorite movie.
Well, I mean, that's what I grew up on. Or like The Lost Boys, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. That was like my weekend, was renting those movies and watching them until the tapes burned out.
Do you collect action figures too, or no, or just movies?
Mainly movies. I've got a couple action figures. I just am between collecting movies, VHS, collecting records, camera equipment. I've only got so much space before Caitlin's going to start the murder.
Okay, you got it. Okay. Yeah, James Darren is correct. So wait, movies? So music. Okay, let's talk about music real quick. So what kind of music do you like to collect records of? What kind of music do you listen to?
I'm an old school at heart punk rocker.
Are you really?
Yeah. In a different time, it was colored hair and mohawks and big leather jackets, but I live in LA now, and it's too hot to wear leather all the time.
You couldn't. They still have colored hair. Look at Eileen and the mohawk. So many people have it. That style has been around forever. Originally was done by the Mohawk Indians.
I used to be a celebrity clothing designer, and I dressed all kinds of famous people, and I did a huge fashion show in Fort Lauderdale at this big nightclub, and it was a punk rock one, and we did a fashion show as the opening act for The Damned.
Oh, that's cool. One of my favorite Halloweens was seeing The Damned open for the adolescents. It was amazing.
Talk about a humble brag, Jimmy.
No, it was a very cool thing. No, we
Good
did
job,
the
Ron.
we did the
Bring it back.
wildest things. We had like all these guys dressed up, all punked out and everything, and we gave them electric drills, and the electric
Cool.
drills without cords. And then on the end of the drill, we stuck these big dildos, so they were spinning around, going around on stage.
Wow, what a
I mean, it was
Just like summer camp.
yeah, it was
Now-
just like summer camp. It was awesome.
That's a nice, tasteful show. We should have brought our
no,
children.
it was wild. It was like,
Could we have brought our children?
it was a punk rock show. You don't bring your children to a punk rock show. People were like jumping and they were doing, what do you call it, slam dancing and all kinds
Bunch
of
of
shit.
slam dancing, those slam dancing kids.
I used to go to a bunch of the shows, but I would never like go into the pits to slam dance because I was skinny and I would break easily.
I'm too old for it now. I break a lot easier.
That's what they were worried about me with the rat that I was going to break. Meanwhile,
You're tough as nails, Ron.
are you
can handle it.
kidding? I'm 6 foot high. I have the same body I had when I was 30, and I'm strong and I'm healthy. I just don't see too well, but I need glasses. Imagine at my age, I'm starting to get glasses. I have to see an eye doctor when I can get out of this jail. Imagine I have good vision till 80. Now
Hey.
my right eye has a cataract and my left eye is blurry. So I really don't see you too well. I thought you looked like Rock Hudson.
I'll take it. You were right. I do look like Rock Hudson.
See,
with
I thought
weird
so.
tattoos.
With my vision, Jimmy looks like, Marlon Brando. He's so good looking.
Yeah, Marlon Brando was fat then when he was old. I don't want to be fat like that.
Honey, I knew Marlon Brando in 19 whatever in Greenwich Village when he was lovers with Wally Cox.
That's why I like hanging out with Lorraine. She always has Brandau stories.
Oh yes.
Well, yeah, we all knew Brando. I mean, I can't get into how I'm related to him, but I am. Seriously, Marlon Brando was probably there was a place in the village called not the Improv. What was it called? Maybe the Improv. And Wally Cox was an actor, comedian, and he was lovers with Marlon Brando, a couple that you would never believe because Marlon was magnificently handsome and Wally was skinny, ugly with a big nose and glasses. But Brando liked weird people. And the few times that I ran into him and met him, he mumbled. He was always loaded. And Wally Cox would cover for him. And he would speak for Marlon. If you said, "Hello, Marlon, how are you?" Wally would say, "Oh, he's fine. He's doing good." Meanwhile, Marlon was in outer space somewhere.
Yeah, he lived in outer space.
Yeah, but he was a fabulous actor and a really handsome fellow. This is going back to 1950, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 8.
So let's go back. We got to do some last minute promotions. So first of all, you guys, this is Dave or David McAbee. You can follow him on Twitter at Dave_McAbee, MCABEE. Are you on Instagram too?
Yeah, I don't check it very often, but it's the McAbee face. You can check it out there. Check me out there and whatever other social media. But to stay on top of like what I'm doing for the Love of Jesse, that's what you need to see.
That's right. So you guys, what are the different places? Do you know the different places they can see it on May 1st?
Yes, May 1st it will be available iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, CBD.com, pureflix.com, and then later in the month you can actually own a DVD. You can buy a physical DVD. Target, Walmart, and BestBuy.coms.
How much is the DVD?
I'm sure it's $9.99, but I'll give you a deal
Oh,
for $8.99.
There you go.
Hey, $9.99. That's Starbucks. Coffee and a croissant.
Yeah.
So you guys, you want to see this movie? It's a great film. We've had Dave on the show. We had Mandala Rose on last week. We got the other stars. Adrienne Barbeau's coming on next week. It also stars Brie Blair, which you guys, if you don't know her, she plays the really good-looking guy on SWAT's wife. My TV show SWAT. It's a great show. I love it.
Wait a minute. She plays the good-looking guy.
She plays the good-looking guy's wife.
Oh, guys.
I don't know his name.
You
but
to the wife out. You say
no.
she plays the good-looking
No.
guy.
It's also got Tony Denman, Randy Wayne, Manu Inter-Raimi.
Yeah.
Inter-Raimi, and it's co-written by Curtis Larbaum, who's fabulous, you guys. She's like the nicest, coolest lady on the planet.
So nice. So nice. She and her town, the town of Wickenburg, opened up their doors to us to let us film there. It was badass. It was great.
So now, what have you got down the pike that you're allowed to talk about?
I've got a new script called Hyena that I wrote for Mandala.
What is it called?
That's
Hyena.
Hyena.
So hopefully we can start shopping that around once Hollywood opens again. And then I just finished a sci-fi full feature called Nova, and we have a short for that'll be out pretty soon. And both of those we're just itching to work and itching to do something again.
You gotta love it.
I want to play a vampire. So if ever you need a vampire, call me.
It's done.
No,
I'll write you as a vampire.
No, really. No, but I told this to Churchill. I said, Church, I'm dying to play a vampire. I'd love to. Because I met Christopher Lee many years ago in town at a party. And he's another one that got offended when I said, oh, you're so brilliant as Dracula. He said the same thing. He said, Ron, I've made a lot of movies. You know, I really don't like only being recognized for Dracula. And I wanted to say to him, you're a fucking moron. That's all you're known for. Get over it.
Also, take it. Like, if I could be known for one thing, at least I got known for one thing.
Yeah, a lot of these stars are that way. You know, Debbie Reynolds, who was a doll and a sweetheart, people used to say, oh, I love you for this and for that. And I would just sit there and think to myself, Debbie Reynolds is probably known for everything. Singing in the Rain, Molly Brown, no matter what Debbie Reynolds did, she did well. She was fabulous. She was a versatile actress.
Yeah.
She was so really depend.
We've got to like go because now we have another guest who's going to call in a second. So we want to thank you, Dave, for coming on the show. We wish you all the luck with the movie For the Love of Jesse and everything that you're doing. And when you get some of these next films going and everything, we'll bring you back.
And thanks for the visit,
guys. Appreciate it. And we'll talk soon.
All right.
I really enjoyed the visit.
And
thanks, Ron.
Nice to Caitlin. Bye, Caitlin.
And we'll see you at Formosa.
Yes.
Or red carpet.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a nice guy. Really nice guy.
Yes, very nice guy. All right, you guys, let's do a little
I
commercial.
like nice people. I think nasty people should drop dead because they're just nasty. They pollute the world. It's so easy to be nice and sweet and friendly. That's the word, friendly. I like him. He's nice.
Very cool guy. All right, everybody. So you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show every week, you guys, on our home station of W4CY Radio. We're on from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. We love it when you guys go there and go to W4CY.com and click the Talk 4 TV to watch us live. You can also hear us on K4HD Radio, Jackalope Radio in St. Louis, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Apple TV, Podbean, Spotify, and Pandora. And on television, you can see us on Comcast, Roku, Vimeo, YouTube, and Facebook Live on the W4CY radio page because it's on there right now.
So don't make any excuses. I don't know where you are. How do I see your show? Come on.
We're everywhere. Like,
We're
it doesn't matter.
everywhere.
Wherever you go, we're there.
We're like mosquitoes. We're it was, and I didn't know what the fuck to say. So I couldn't find something funny. So I said,
I was going to say, like, stink on shit.
No, meanwhile, if I ate some potato chips, would everybody be upset?
Yeah, you can't because we have another guest come on, so you have to wait.
I can eat while I talk.
No.
I'm dying for fucking
I
potato
know, well,
chips.
you have to wait. It won't be that long.
I'm hungry, Jimmy.
Well,
you didn't give me lunch.
I didn't give you lunch.
I work for you.
I know.
Without pay, by the way. I don't get paid.
I know, but you got.
But I work for you, and you don't give me a lunch.
It's not rude
hour.
because these aren't people coming on. These aren't people who know us. If it was Lorene Landon or somebody, it'd be like no big deal. But you can't bring on new people who don't know who we are and then be rude and eat.
What? How's it rude eating potato chips? When did eating potato chips become rude?
I don't know. Do you see Lara Spencer eating potato chips on Good Morning America ever, or do you see Ellen or anybody?
Not on Good Morning America because that's a dramatic. We're a crazy show.
Anyway,
we do anything we want.
Oh, Dave Pugh says they're like leeches. They stick to everything.
Who?
You were trying to think of something. He says leeches. They stick to everything.
Oh, I'm surprised that's how you kept it, David. You didn't say something else.
So B, we hope you're doing good. I love the way how these like little things come in on here. We can see.
Yeah,
what
I wish I
say.
could read them. I don't have glasses.
I think it's like fun. We're gonna have a lot.
How do we look? Do I look 100?
No, right there.
I can't see. It's all blurry.
Well, no, we look good.
Yeah, we look
the
good.
The camera's good on this. The video looks much better.
Does it show wrinkles and lines and saggy faces?
You don't have any wrinkles or lines.
Yeah, but I have some.
No.
Few.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you. You'll be kissed tonight on the cheek. Good night.
There you go. Which, by the way, what did we watch lately that we could tell people? You used to always tell people what movies we saw.
I watched a good movie on Netflix last night. No, 2 nights ago. I can't. I don't. The titles of these movies is pathetic. Years ago, it was "Love Is a Many Splendid Thing" or "Summer Place." Easy titles. This one, I don't know what to tell you, but it's Carel, whatever the fuck that means. It's the name of a town somewhere in England, and the same people from Downton Abbey.
Oh, the Guernsey.
Oh, what was it
It
called?
was like the Guernsey.
The
something.
Guernsey.
The
What's it?
Guernsey Book Club or something.
Yeah, wonderful movie. Watch it on Netflix. You'll love it. It's a little slow in the beginning, but you'll recognize all of your favorite stars from Downton Abbey.
It's a very good show, and one of the guys in the film, I was telling Ron, he was the one who plays like the boyfriend of the girl, and I was telling Ron I recognized him, but I didn't know where. And then I was watching that movie about sending the rocket into space, Hidden Figures, and he was the guy who played John Glenn in Hidden Figures. So it was a very good movie.
Well done, very visual, beautiful scenes of England. Lovely movie. Takes place present day and flashbacks to 1946, I think. So you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Then we
liked it.
watched what's his name's film that he sent us. Who sent us the film that we watched?
That was a long time ago, I think.
We reviewed that one already.
Yeah.
So we have so many friends that send us films. That's probably why I'm going blind, because I do nothing but masturbate and watch films, and that's what you go
Yeah,
blind. You go
right.
blind from that. No, seriously, I can't really deal with this being trapped in the house. I'm a party boy. All my life since teenager, I had parties, went to parties, traveled in New York City to all the great parties while I was growing up, because I was like I wanted to be in with the right crowd, the in crowd, the famous crowd. And I worked at it as a young boy, and I did. And I've partied all my life. I've never stopped throwing parties or going. And now this abrupt halt is blowing my mind, because now I know what it's like to be like the rest of the world, and I don't like it.
Absolutely.
I like being a party boy. I cannot wait to get to a party, have a couple of martinis, and enjoy my friends.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean,
I hate this
I think
life.
we're stuck. I would be doing the same thing I'm doing now anyway in the daytime, but at nighttime we wouldn't be watching so much TV because we would go out and we'd go someplace.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get housekeepers. You can't get anybody to do whatever. So you have to clean your own toilets, your own house. It sucks. It's disgusting. And, I cook every night, and I got to put dishes in the dishwasher, which I have a breakdown from, and vacuum and wash the floors, because we have 3 dogs that love to dig in the garden and then walk on our dark wooden floors with their muddy paws. So life right now is very humdrum and very ich. I think ich says it correctly.
Like the video I put. Which you guys, anybody listening, I'm looking for Instagram followers. I'm Dr. Jimmy Star on Instagram at DrJimmystar. I've been putting our videos and shows up on Instagram and getting more plays on Instagram than YouTube. So please follow my Instagram, like the videos, watch the videos, because it's all really fun. And Ron's on Instagram too under Ron Russell Show, which he's just kind of learning it now.
More shit to remember.
That's okay.
Oh, come on. I hate this world. 50 years ago, it was nice. You had a telephone with a cord in the wall and an answering machine. That was it. You didn't
I'm glad we're past those.
You didn't have you come home, you hit the button, and it would say, da-da-da-da, somebody sent you a message, then you'd hit it because you didn't want to hear them. And then once you wanted to, you called back. It was a simple world. I got in a car, I put a key in, I turned the key, I pushed a button, the car started. Now I drive Jimmy's car, which is a BMW, brand new one, and it's got televisions and buttons and bullshit, and I was stuck up in the mountains because I couldn't get it started, and I had to ask this man walking by, "Excuse me, sir, could you start my car?" I felt like a real senile old bag, and he showed me you have to put your foot on the brake in order to start it. Oh, this bullshit. I mean, you got to hit this thing on the screen, the computer screen in the dashboard. Oh my God.
Okay.
Even getting on television today is a lot of work.
So now we're gonna work on our next guest, you guys. And she's going to come
tired.
in.
I could take a nap.
That's okay. Go ahead and you can enter the chat, Rebel, and then we'll see if we can hear her and go from there. It should be interesting. Hello, hello. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Yes.
Hi, guys. I didn't know you were ready for me. Hi, how are you?
We got a live one here.
Hey, I got the club quarantine going on.
You just woke me up. I was falling asleep. Jimmy's very boring.
Great.
Hold on.
I love her.
We're
already.
going to introduce
She's
her.
out of her mind.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the iconic director, producer, writer, and actress Venus de Milo Thomas. Hello and welcome to the show.
Woo! Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Rod. Thank you for having me.
So I don't know if you actually met Ron. Did you meet Ron at Sue Wong's or no?
I don't know. Were you at Sue Wong's, Ron?
Yeah, he's my husband. He always goes wherever I go. So this is my cool.
I remember seeing you. Wasn't that an amazing show?
No, you had to see me. I was doing the slate when you came in. I would write.
Yeah.
I
we
was.
Yeah, we definitely met.
I was the tall, thin, gorgeous guy with all the white hair that was absolutely so stunning that people just fainted when they saw me. We had to pick them up and have them taken away.
Falling down at the doors. I remember. Now I remember. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't
I was slating everybody because the person that was slating never showed up. And Sue or somebody came over to me and said, "Would you do it?" I said, "Well, all right, it's not my job, but I wanted to help out."
Yeah.
But I missed the whole friggin'. I missed every fucking hors d'oeuvre, and it was Chinese food. I heard it was delicious.
The hors d'oeuvres were amazing. Oh my gosh, that was such a wonderful event. That was so much fun.
Did you get to eat the hors d'oeuvres?
I got to eat the hors d'oeuvres. I didn't get to eat dinner though.
Dinner was very nice. Usually those affairs, the dinner is stupid shit. But she did a lovely job. The dinner was good.
Amazing job. I got to try that bar too. That bar was pretty amazing, and the location was amazing. It was beautiful. I mean,
inside.
And she did open.
We had to drive to a slum though to get to it.
She did open bar. So it was not a cash bar, which most places are a cash bar.
Right.
So everybody was very well sourced.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They
So
were.
hold on. So Ron is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, and then we have a chat room full of people.
Actually, I'm the star of the show.
So say hi to everybody in the chat room. We're married, by the way, so we bicker a lot. You'll get used to it.
Okay. I get that. Okay. Hi, everybody in the chat room. How you guys doing?
There you go. They're terrific. So you guys listen up. This is Venus de Milo Thomas. She has been working forever, even though she still looks like she's 18. She's actually a star. She started working at age 4, and we're going to tell you guys what she was in. But I want to just talk about that a little bit because, number one, I want to congratulate you on the fact that you started working at age 4, that you're older now, and that you're not all fucked up.
Yeah. I've definitely had my moments. But I actually started working when I was a baby. My mom, the first job that I ever did was like Roots 3. I played Diane Carroll's baby. So it was amazing because I got to work with LeVar Burton on a show called Weird City, which is on YouTube Red. And I was talking to LeVar and he was like, he played Kunta Kinte in Roots.
Yes.
He said, wow.
I remember that.
He was like, you started acting before I did.
You see, my vision's so bad, I didn't even know you were a black girl. I thought you were a Jew from Boca, just too much sun.
Honey, yeah, no, I'm black.
I love, now I have to do the cliche. Some of my best friends are black. No, they really are. I'm madly in love with Cece Pennington. She's my favorite. You know Cece?
Of course.
I love and adore her. Is she not the most wonderful?
Yeah, no, she makes amazing music. I love her.
No, I love her personality. She's a good friend of ours. She comes to the house. We love her. She's
and now
kind.
Mr. Milo Thomas. That makes 2 black people.
Oh no, we got a ton.
Oh no, honey. I got a list of black people.
We're friends with PM Dawn and Lily. We got it all.
Are you kidding? And our very dear friend Sherry Belafonte, Harry's daughter.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know Sherry Belafonte?
I know all the black people you know.
Okay, wait a minute. There's one you have to know who we adore, love, and want desperately in our lives all the time. CC, not Pennington.
Oh, CC Sykes. No, I bet she doesn't
Do you know
her.
CC Sykes?
CC Hendricks. CC Hendricks.
Oh, she's a riot.
She's the funniest, coolest girl on planet Earth.
She is the
Yeah.
most.
Like you.
Okay. Thank you.
So now that we've established we're not prejudiced or racist, let's
Oh,
move
I know. You guys are checking boxes. You're checking boxes.
Yeah, we're not
you know,
bosses.
today,
you guys-
today you have to worry about being called a racist. God forbid you call your friend a colored person. Oh, I know that person. He's colored, isn't he? They go, racist.
You got to remember.
At a different time. I think you guys you guys might be my parents' age. So it's
No,
all.
I'm going to be 80 in May.
Okay, well, they're just a little bit younger than you.
And in my day, you would never call someone a black person because that was offensive.
Right.
Black,
I mean, if you called me Afro-American, I might think you were a little bit dated as well.
No. Back in my in my day, you would have been called a negress.
Yeah.
Yes, you would have been a negress, and that was like Lena Horne. She was a negress, and that was a lovely way of saying black. I thought it was had finesse and class, and it was a compliment.
It's changed so much over the years. It really has. I mean, we could do a whole show about the evolution of the black person in America. And the titles that have been given to us.
There was never an evolution in my life. I came from Brooklyn, from the projects. So black people are not strangers to me, my dear.
Well, I know that. I believe it. I mean, it's like, and that's the great thing coming from your time period and coming from a place where you probably were living in an artistic environment. So you were exposed to.
No, I lived in Brooklyn in the projects with the poor people. And half of the white ones were all mafia Italians, and the black ones were all just nice people who were being abused by the white people.
There you go. Well, you know the truth.
Believe me, I lived there. I know all about it.
Yeah.
So let's.
Hello, here comes my maid.
I want to go. No, that's terrible.
It is the truth, black in those days. Come on.
I know, but people don't know you're 80, so then they think that you're talking about.
That's the problem.
No, you know what I'm talking about. Come on.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
I fought for the rights of everybody.
Ron always does it because we're gay, so like we haven't had our evolution yet. We're still working on it.
I know what it's like to be told bad things, bad names.
Anyway, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. So
my heart breaks.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the fact that number one, you were the star. Now, how old were you when you were in the star of the Nickelodeon series Salute Your Shorts?
That was junior high school. So, what was that? 8th and 9th?
10 years? Like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I think it's so cool because when you were at the Sue Wong thing, people saw me talking to you, and we hadn't met. I invited you because someone else asked me to bring my friend, and
yes, thank you for
it was Devanny Pinn, and said, can I invite Venus? And I was like, okay. And I knew your work, but I had never met you, and I was so excited. And then people were coming up to me. Is that Venus de Milo Thomas from Nickelodeon? And I was like, yeah. And like people were like afraid to like talk to you. They were like so in awe. And I was like, oh, just go over and say freaking hello. I was like, you're here. She's here. She's a lovely woman.
Wait, why are you so far away from the camera? Or
no, she's not. We made the thing smaller so we can see
I want
to
see what she looks like. So if I remember meeting
Can you see me now?
Let me see. Bring the face forward.
There you go.
You're beautiful.
Thank
You're a pretty girl. Oh, I think I remember you. Did you wear something in red or gold or something?
Blue, I had a blue sparkly outfit.
Yeah, blue. I remember
sparkly.
Blue.
Okay, I think I remember you now.
We actually have Devanny Pinn who invited her coming on next week. She's coming on the show next week.
Yeah, she's got a big movie that she did. Oh, she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. She inspires me, and she invites me to all these great events. And I have a film that I'm working on, and I mean, she just cranks them out. But I'm like, I've been working on mine for some time now. But she gives me that inspiration to keep working at my craft. I love it. Acting is great, but I went to film school, so it's like I still have that bug to create. And what a better time than now to work on those.
Absolutely.
Do you sing? Do you sing also?
Am I still who? What?
Did you sing? Ooh, sing.
No. I know. I like to think that I can, and
actually, you were in Ghost World though, and you did a rap in Ghost World, didn't you?
We rapped and we sang, we danced. So I'm more of a dancer. Yeah, I could give you, I could rap, but like when people can sing, like I can't sing.
Okay.
In other words, you can't.
I can pretend like I can sing. I think I can do that very well.
You can't sing like Patti LaBelle.
Hell no.
That's his favorite. That's his favorite.
That's my goddess.
So you guys,
Oh, I love Patty.
you guys could have seen Venus de Milo Thomas in Ghost World with Thora Birch, Scarlett Johansson, Steve Buscemi, Brad Renfro, and Ileana Douglas, who's been on our show twice, actually.
I love Ileana Douglas. I saw that. I saw you guys' interview with her. She's
a really
amazing
bright girl. And you know, she's Melvin Douglas's granddaughter, the famous actor of the 30s and 40s, Melvin Douglas.
We used to take a dance class together called Movement for Actors. I know she probably doesn't remember me, but I used to be like, "Oh my God, that's Ileana Douglas!" Like, she's someone I looked up to as an actress. She's really amazing.
She's like you though. She's just she's famous,
Very
but she's
down to earth.
very down to earth.
But she's also very bright. Let me tell you, she knows her stuff.
Yes, she does. Yes,
wait till we get to it. We're going to get to it.
Extremely bright.
So you guys listen up. So first of all, I was looking at your reel on YouTube, right?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I watched your reel on YouTube and I was looking at all the different things. And because you're a little bit younger than I am by like a lot, some of the things that you were like, I didn't really know what Salute Your Shorts was, but I know it's iconic because when you Google it and stuff, people are just going crazy, like talking about it.
Do you remember a show called Alice's Diner?
Yes.
That was my first speaking role in 1985.
Yeah, that's my age group. That was that's when I was in high school.
I was sitting on Santa's lap with no teeth, no front teeth, and like that. I was like a little kid. That was my first speaking role. Yeah, Alice's Diner. So that was.
You did a bunch of commercials too.
I don't remember that show. I don't think I was born yet.
Oh yeah. So then, though, in your reel, you have a speaking role. I mean, well, you speak in everything, but you have a scene from The Bold and the Beautiful where you're speaking to Deacon Sharp, who happens to be Sean Kanan, who is a dear if he came to our house for Christmas.
Friend,
I mean,
really?
Sean Kanan and his wife are very.
Sean and Michelle are like our very dearest friends.
They're great. I mean, he's great. I got an opportunity to work with him for a bunch of episodes.
Yeah, you were on 18 episodes, and he's
fabulous.
Sean is
really
a great
guy.
So you guys, you've seen her in The Bold and the Beautiful. You've seen her in Family Matters. That's the show with Urkel, right?
Yes, that's what people most recognize me from, I think. And I have to say, oh yeah, you know the show with Urkel.
Yeah.
Actually,
there was a good show though. She was also
amazing. That lineup on Friday night for kids, or was it Thursday? TGIF? I don't remember, but that was amazing. An amazing time. I mean, the shows were clean and fun. There was no reality TV.
Yeah, that was a time when TV was actually good. You guys,
it was a time when people with talent were working.
Right.
In My So-Called Life, you guys, a couple of episodes, which that was something I liked a lot, My So-Called Life. Sister. And then, so basically, you guys, she's like a who's who of all the shows from that time period. In Living Color, Alice, Sabrina the Teenage
Witch. Hold on. I wasn't in Living Color. Okay, long story. Okay,
guys.
Shit.
It's on your IMDb.
Here's the dish on that. Okay, so my name is Venus de Milo Thomas. My mom's name is Venus Thomas. She, before she started her talent agency, was an actress. And she did an episode of In Living Color when I was in high school. And it was so awesome. She was in a scene, I think it was Damon Wayans and, David Alan Grier. And she's like rapping, and it's like I got to high school the next day, and they were like, "Was your mom on In Living Color?" I was like, "Yeah." It was so cool. But then, she later she decided acting wasn't her thing, and she opened up a talent agency, which she had for over 18 years, and she just closed it. She's retired. I mean, she closed it maybe about 8 or 9 years ago, and she's retired and loving it. So I've been able to see all sides. I was able to work with her for the many years that she had her talent agency in Beverly Hills. So that was a great experience.
What was her agency called?
The Thomas Talent Agency. It was a boutique agency, and we had a small group of people that were working all the time, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What year was that? Early 70s?
No, we're talking 95.
Okay. No, only because there was an agency I remember in Beverly Hills.
Okay. We were right on Lasky Drive, right next to CAA.
Yeah, because we had a showroom on Robertson Boulevard at Wall Designs by Wall Illusion. We sold wallpaper.
Okay.
So I remember, but maybe I got the dates wrong. Anyway.
So hold on, you guys. So she was in.
Well, I just want to say one thing. You're a big shot. I didn't know who you were that big. I mean, you're really good. You worked a lot.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
You guys, she was
now,
also
wait a
in,
minute.
hang on, let me
I'm
finish
not
because I was in the
finished.
middle. She was in Judging Amy, the Hugh Lee, Strong Medicine. I love Boston Public. So basically, you guys, she's a who's who of every show that was popular. And she's still doing a whole lot of things now.
Yeah, I
And-
just
go ahead.
Cherish the Day on the Oprah Network.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, you must have been a very young actress when you started because you don't look the age of your reservoir.
Well, thank you.
You
Tell
know.
everybody else that when they keep sending me out.
I don't have to. I don't have to.
So
I want to just prove a fact. Black
Yeah.
don't crack. Black don't
Thank
crack.
you. Thank you.
No, it's true.
You know the truth. Ain't that the truth?
No, it's true.
Because you know why?
We have like
Listen, I look great for 80. You know why? Italians have dark skin.
Yep.
The darker the skin, the less the crack. If
There
you
you
notice
go.
the Swedes and the Irish, they're all cracked by 30. We people with dark skins, you and I mean, I could get as black as you in the summer, believe me. I could look like
You're almost beating me right now.
no. If I put a wig on, I could be your twin. But you know, it's because dark skin does not age.
It's true. It's true.
So hold on. So we have because we have all these cool things that she's been in, and I want to talk a little bit about it. But so first of all, so you're in an episode of the reboot of Veronica Mars on Amazon Prime.
What the fuck? What isn't she in?
I know, but hang on. Tell me how that Veronica Mars was one of my favorites. Even though I'm an old man, it was one of my favorite TV shows. And I love that show to death. So how was that being in that? Because that's kind of like when you're on Nickelodeon. That's such an iconic show.
And it was. And at the time, I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to play a reporter on Veronica Mars. And then when I watched it, it was only my voice.
Oh, that sucked.
So it was amazing. I didn't actually get to meet some of the main cast members. I was in a scene by myself in front of a hotel with reporters behind me. So it was like I didn't actually get to. It's like even though I was on it, I wasn't really on it.
Oh, that's
that was. I mean, that's a great show, and she's a great gal too.
You got paid.
Hey.
Now listen, let's get away from business. You got a boyfriend or a husband?
Yep.
Or do you have both, a boyfriend and a husband? I love you.
Uh-huh.
Wait, didn't we meet them at the? Didn't you bring him to the thing?
No, he wasn't able to make it. I had a friend of mine with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Jesus usually comes with me. What?
How long are you married? How many years?
5.
5. Any children?
I have a dog and I have a turtle.
We have 3 dogs. We like to rescue them. We have 3
I
dogs.
rescued my dog too from Ace of Hearts.
Good for you.
I have an American Bulldog. He's amazing. He has to get surgery every year for some reason. Other than that, he's great. He's a great dog. I highly recommend. Don't buy a dog. Please rescue a dog.
We do. Is your husband rich?
What's that?
Is your husband rich?
What's that?
Is he in the business?
He's a photographer. He's a photographer. He helped me build my light wall back here, my cabinets.
I love it. I love that too.
I was like, to make the lights change color. I was like, oh, I'm getting that. We need to figure out how this is going to work out. So
I love it.
Let me change the question. Is he good in bed?
Oh, listen to you.
If he's not rich, he's got to be good for something.
Pillow challenge. This guy over here.
Yeah, if you watched one of our shows, you're aware of these questions.
You know what?
Ron, what do you think?
No, wait a minute. Looking at you, you look like a hottie. This guy's got to work. It's like an exercise. I'm sure that he's great in bed because you would
exercising. Are you guys working out? I go to YouTube.
Subject. I love it. I love how you segue.
I do. I walk the dogs every day.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, walking the dog is amazing. I'm so happy I have my dog so I can get outside and walk a little bit. But there's great YouTube videos. You can do a little 20-minute dance, little dance workout.
I've got one vacuum the house to the song "Finally" by CeCe Peniston.
Right.
It was a fun video.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to do it. And if vacuuming is it, then let that be that.
So also, though, you guys, real quick, she was in American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, Weird Story, Cherish the Day.
Not Gianni Versace. I was in the O.J. Simpson story.
Ah, you know your fucking thing on IMDb says Versace.
I'll take it.
We had a bunch of people on our show from that one too, so I was going to tie that
Oh, really?
together.
No, I did
Yeah, I
the
threw
OJ
that
Yes,
Simpson.
I was going to say I don't remember you in Versace.
Yeah, I
Um,
did the OJ
so-
Simpson as a reporter.
So then you guys too. What's Sunset Grill? Is that a TV show or a movie?
That is a movie with God. What is his name?
Peter Weller.
Yes, and that was a movie that my mom did.
Oh, good for her. Peter
Yeah.
Weller, Laurie Singer, Stacy Keach, and Alexandra Paul, who we had
Yeah.
Alexandra Paul on the show.
Yes. Yes.
So one thing I find really cool, and I didn't even know that there was such a thing as a movie trailer producer.
Yeah. I was a visual intermediate producer, and I produce movie trailers. So basically, I'm considered a finisher. So
Right, that's what
we
you
have
are.
we have this guy that I'm working on a film with, and that's what he does for a living. And he did like all the Mission Impossible trailers.
Oh yeah. I did Pirates of the Caribbean. I did Rango. I did Super 8, all the TV stuff for them. The feature film that I did was called Machine Gun Preacher. I was able to actually do all the post on that. Basically,
you're saying that so like casually. You guys, Machine Gun Preacher, starring Gerard Butler, Michelle Monaghan, Michael Shannon, Kathy Baker. I mean, Gerard Butler.
It's an amazing film. I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of it and work with the director and work on the visual effects and getting footage. It was shot in a proprietary aspect ratio, so it was quite a challenge to get it pushed through the pipeline. But we got it out, and it's an amazing movie. Yeah.
And look at these people though, like Michael Bay, J.J. Abrams, Gore Verbinski. Those are like people that, I mean, those are like the biggest people in the business, and here you are like working with them. So not only are you a star in front of the camera, but then behind the scenes, you're putting all this fabulous stuff together for everything.
It was really important for me to get a degree in film production because I'd already done so much acting. It didn't make sense for me to go and study acting when I was already working as an actor. But I did know I wanted to, working with the crew, being on the set is the most fabulous experience ever. You got all these professionals that are experts in their field, and they're all trying to make you look good. And so trying to figure out all those things that they do, putting together storyboards, putting together, shot lists, that kind of thing, like really amazed me, and like how to break down a script, those kind of things. So I wanted to learn about them. And so I did. And so after I graduated from college, I went into working it took me many years to get to the level of trailer producer and post-production supervisor, but I still did my acting. I went and did a Pine Sol commercial while I was working, on these trailers. And then I'd come back the next day and I'd be back in the trenches,
I love it.
Now, if you have to tell somebody something, and these are all the young people out there that are wanting to be an actor, how do you go about getting your work?
Well, one thing, I started out as an extra. I think it's a very powerful thing to be able to be on set. So I would suggest go to Central Casting and get on a set, and then they'll bring you back over and over again, and you can get your vouchers. You get into Screen Actors Guild because you want to do union work. I know there's a lot of non-union actors and a lot of non-union work out there. But that's basically the course. See if this is something you want to do. Have a full-time job that supports you, that allows you to be flexible, because auditions happen and they don't take, I'm busy or anything. There's no excuses. You have to be there and be on time. So That's the hardest thing, but you have to be able to make a living and, go on. Basically, it's a lot of auditioning. It's like people are like, oh yeah, you're an actress, you work. I mean, it's like, I don't book them all, so you just have to be prepared for a lot of hard work, a lot of, take classes. You just got to constantly be learning, constantly networking.
Big.
Have something personal in your life that inspires you. For me, it's dodgeball. I have a group of friends that play dodgeball. I'm in a league called World Dodgeball Society. And they play all over the world. And it's a group of people from all different walks of life, so that when I have an audition and someone asks, like, what are you doing? What's your life about? I'm not talking about some stupid acting class I'm taking. I'm talking about hitting people in the head with balls, or,
Do guys and girls play that? Do guys and girls compete together on the same team?
Yes, there's co-ed, and I play all women's and I play co-ed.
I would love to play dodgeball.
You guys should check the one out in West Hollywood, WeHo Dodgeball. It's a lot of fun.
We live in Palm
We
Springs.
actually live in Palm Springs, but we're hoping to move to Sherman Oaks next year.
Hey, well,
If
come
we win the lottery,
Yeah, we're gonna come. Okay, so let's go hypothetical. So you've done all these wonderful things, and you're having because I shouldn't say because your career is just in its middle. You're having a phenomenal career, and you've got lots of years to go. If you could go on your bucket list, and there's any male and female actor that you could work with, who would you like to work with? And the second part of the question is, if you could have been in any movie that's ever been filmed in history, what film would you have liked to been in?
Okay. Oh, that's so hard. I mean, honestly, to be in a project with my mom would be pretty awesome. We've had an audition together, and I think we ended up arguing the whole time because it's so hard when you're with like a family member and you're trying to do your art, you know. But I've worked on so many monologues with her and scenes like Fences and plays and things, and I just would love to do a powerful scene with my mother. That would just be so awesome.
How lucky you are.
One of my favorite movies. I think I would have wanted to be in Die Hard. Like, I would have been a bad guy in Die Hard or something. I mean,
I love that.
I mean, I could do an accent. I'm sure I could have.
How cool would that be, though? I love all the movies with like the female like action bad guys.
Ooh, and that's my optimal. Like, yeah, I would love to kick somebody's butt. I mean, come on, Matrix. Any of those powerful female roles. I mean, I want to like climb a wall and like shoot and like like that would just be so much fun. That'd be so
I love that.
Take some guys down, you know.
Okay, so hold on. You said your mom. So what about a male? Who's a male actor that you think it would be not for like a hookup or anything? Just who's a male actor that you'd like to work with?
I really love Denzel Washington.
There you go.
I think he's a powerhouse. To be able to be in a scene with him would just be whoo. Yeah,
we have a friend, Chris Browning, and
but your husband won't like if you're in a love scene with him.
You're eyeballing me. If you see me look over here, it's like,
hi, husband. He can come say hi, husband.
Okay.
Kissing Denzel. You're kissing Denzel, and your husband burning on fire.
We have a friend I'm working with on another film. His name's Chris Browning, and he's got great credits. And he was in, I forgot the name of the movie, but the Denzel Washington movie where he memorizes the Bible and he's walking across the desert. Book of Eli. And he's the bad guy who tries to attack him out in the middle. And he said that working with him was just like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And he was just a great.
Veteran actors are like the best. I mean, like working with LeVar, I got to work with like Tyne Daly. They give you so much when you're in a scene with them.
Was that Cagney and Lacey when you were with Tyne Daly?
No. It was a different show. It's on my resume. Any Day Now was the show I worked with her on.
Okay. I saw the clip on your resume, on your reel, and somehow in my head I just thought that was Cagney and Lacey.
No, Tyne is a good actor.
What was that? What was that? Spencer for Hire?
Yeah, Spencer for Hire.
I think I was on that like years and years and years and years ago. But yeah.
What are you doing with
Blues? I was an extra on Hillbilly Blues.
Oh, that's fun.
Wait, what are you doing with this years and years and years ago? I mean, what are you, 30, 32, 34?
Yes.
Don't tell me you're some old bag of like 55. I'll drop dead.
You never know. Black don't crack. He said it the best.
It's true. But seriously, you sound like, you must have been like a year. Really? What age did you start working?
Well, I mean, like I told you, I was a baby, and then I think I got my SAG card in 1985. So in the 80s.
Okay, so 85. You're no chicken.
No.
You look really good.
But it is spring, honey.
What did you say?
It is spring.
No, you look great. A few of our friends, like I can't name names, but we have a very dear friend. She's an actress, and I'm in a movie with her. She plays my wife. And
wow.
She's no spring chicken, and she's absolutely young and gorgeous looking. And when I found out her age, I was just astounded. Some people age quickly, some don't. You look wonderful.
Yeah, you look like
a girl. You look like a girl. You don't look like a woman.
Tell them.
And you guys, and I'm telling
you
guys,
no, it's true. In person, you could look like the wreck of the Hesperus.
No, in person. In person.
No, I remember you in person. I do remember her.
In person, You guys, when you see her in person, you're gonna think she just got out of college. She's
Yeah.
absolutely
I'm
gorgeous.
trying to clock your age.
She's gorgeous.
Like
She's
40, maybe?
glamorous.
We'll
40 years
talk
old?
about it after.
Oh, really? It's amazing how you. Well, also CeCe Penningston. She's
Hey.
53.
53 years old. This
Wow.
She told us, so we're not like, giving out information
she
that we
looked-
shouldn't give
well,
out.
everybody knows Finally was 1,000 years ago, but she looks like a girl. I mean, she's gorgeous with flawless skin, not a pimple, not a wrinkle. She's got the most beautiful maroon skin. Gorgeous girl.
Ron,
Gorgeous.
you need to have a black woman show where you have all these beautiful black women on.
Oh, we'd love to do that. We have
Beautiful
we have-
black
oh.
women.
You know, I hate to keep bringing up the color because people are going to think it's
No, it's
bullshit.
a great thing. I love
No,
that.
no, you know how some white people, when they always talk about color, is to prove to people they're not prejudiced. I'm really not prejudiced. I don't see color. I see people. If you're a bitch,
He likes talent.
yeah.
There you go.
If you're a bitch, I don't give a fuck what color you are. You're a bitch. And if you're nice, I don't care either. I mean, we've had more black people in our home than anybody in Palm Springs. You know, it's not that gay black friendly here. You don't see groves of black people running around playing golf. But we always have our Hollywood friends coming in, and you know, color is just so fucking unnecessary. I really hate it.
Yeah,
love
but
it.
it's
I think
there.
you're a
But if you can
sweetheart,
appreciate
huh?
it, that's even better. You know.
Yes.
No, I told Jimmy if he ever died, made that my next lover to be black. I'd like to have a.
Okay, I missed that. I lost a little connection there. I lost that one.
I want to experience those 12, 13, 14 inches.
Terrible.
It's a joke, folks. It's a
Oh my
joke.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
We've only got
No,
three-
but that's
wait,
not
wait,
true
wait.
because we have a friend, Denzel. Denzel is a what is Denzel?
Physical trainer.
He's gorgeous. If you ever saw Denzel, my Joe, you will faint. Magnificently gorgeous man
Yeah, when
with
he
a
came over here, I couldn't believe it.
with
In
a-
real life, he was like better looking than on Instagram.
with a body of, oh, he's the most beautiful black man you ever saw in your life. Drop dead gorgeous. And I
We
looked
gotta
at,
go.
well, I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, you got everything. I bet you got a small wang." He said, "No, I've got a huge wang." So I threw him at
Thank
him.
you for telling me about all the beautiful black men in you guys' life.
Well, we have all the beautiful black women too, like you. So you guys listen.
Guys.
This is Venus Milo Thomas, and like I was saying before I was interrupted, I saw her live. So
Who interrupted
she's
you?
gorgeous.
Guy?
She's gorgeous on TV right now, but when you see her in person, she's drop dead, like just drop dead gorgeous, drop dead talented. You can follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is Venus_DeMilo_Thomas. What about your other social media?
I've got a Facebook fan page.
There
Just
you
look up Venus de Milo Thomas. It's got a little star by it. Like it.
Okay.
And you can
Yeah,
see I'll post everything about things that I'm doing.
All right, so follow her on be a fan on her Facebook page. You got it. We have like a minute and a half.
Wait. Are you an LA person? You live in LA?
I am. I'm in Los Angeles.
And we're going to invite you to the next big red carpet or whatever big event.
I know. That would be so awesome. And now that I know you guys, we'll have so much fun.
It'll be so much
we
fun.
can hang out and have some laughs.
So do you have anything you want to promote real quick? You got like a minute. Is there anything coming out we should tell people about?
Well, I've got to film a documentary that I'm editing, and it should be out by the end of the year. So just check back into my Instagram page, my Facebook page, and check it out.
There you go. That works perfect. So you guys, this is Venus de Milo Thomas. She's a superstar. We want to thank you for coming on and sharing time with all our listeners.
Appreciate you.
And stay safe. And as soon as this whole thing is over, we look forward to seeing you at some great event in LA. And thank you.
Damn right.
Say hi to your husband too.
And not only are you beautiful, but you have a fabulous personality.
Thank
So
you.
you're somebody to look forward to being with.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you soon, honey. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody in the chat room, thanks so much for tuning in. Be Claudia, Jane Doe, Teresa, everybody who's in the chat room. Next week, we have the fabulous Adrienne Barbeau coming on. We also have a friend of Venus de Milo Thomas who introduced us to her. And, oh, my God, Devanny Pinn, who's also friends with Sadie Katz. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today. And thank you, Rebel, for everything that you've done. And we did pretty good for our first video show back. So everybody have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Stay safe. Stay
Love you,
healthy. Stay home.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest up to this. Celebrities make us notify weekly. Jimmy Russell, he's a